ACCA skills level paper taxation. First of all, we will discuss the paper pattern, then the syllabus, and then inshallah we are going to start the syllabus. As we all know that in skills level, all the papers, it's F5, F6, 7, 8 or 9, yani PM, TX, FR, AA or FM. All the papers do have 3 sections. All the papers of skill level do have 3 sections. Section A, Section B, and Section C. Section A. Section A is very easy. MCQs. MCQs, fill in the blanks like in your FD level or in F2, F3 paper, then your earlier paper, you already knows MCQs. There will be one question, 4 options or question, and there is a blank, fill in the blank, you need to write your answer. This is select the answer or just type a short answer, khalas. Section B, we have, you can say this is called MTQ section. In this, we have one scenario and related 5 questions. How it will work, I am going to tell you. And then section C, which is CRQ, constructive response questions. Here, the long questions, you are going to write the answer. First of all, sir, how many MCQs are there? So there will be 15 questions in section A. Then one question, 4 options, one question and a fill in the blanks or true, false, or matching the answer like you did in your first papers, BT, MA or FA. 15 questions. Each questions will carry 2 marks. So this section is of 30 marks. Any problem in that? In section B, the examiner is going to give you 3 scenarios. Each scenario, he is going to ask 5 questions. 5 questions per case study or per scenario. Each question is for 2 marks. Again, 10 mark per MTQ. You are going to have 3 MTQs. Each will carry 5 questions and altogether again 30 marks. Section A, 15 MCQs. Each MCQ is of 2 marks, so 30 marks. Section B, 3 case studies or 3 scenarios. Each scenario is going to have 5 questions. 5 questions. Either they are going to be MCQs, either they are going to be fill in the blanks. Again, the similar pattern of your earlier papers of FD. Section C is new. If you never been with any paper of ACCA till now for skills level, section C is very new for you. In section C, there will be an Excel spreadsheet. Excel spreadsheet, and you are going to write the answer. Half of the screen, it will show the question. Once we will do practice, we will see how the platform is working, and you can check the platform under your ACCA Global login ID. You have login ID, you can log in and you can find out the ACCA platform. Over there, you can have a spreadsheet available, how it's look like. We will go through it later on. So spreadsheet, you are going to have 3 long questions. And for that, there is no MCQ, no fill in the blanks. You are going to write the answer. Like in your A levels, O levels, or metric or intermediate, whatever background you have, you are going to solve it like you were doing in your very earlier stage of studies. 3 long questions. 2 questions are going to carry 15 marks and 1 question is going to carry 10 marks. So altogether, if I can say this area is 30 marks. Section A is of 30 marks. Section B, again 30 marks. And section C, 15, 15, 30 and 10, altogether 40 marks. Passing marks are 50. Out of 100, you need to score 50%. Got my point? Any questions till now? Please ask. Now there is a question, sir. Any important areas for the syllabus? This is the question most of the students are going to ask me when exams are near. I used to say one thing. Baba, you are in professional exam, Habibi. You are in professional examination. How can you expect an important area? Examiner can give paper from any part of the syllabus. But luckily, the examiner said, Section C, I'll let you know from where I am going to examine. We said, okay, mashallah. So the examiner is saying that the 15 mark one question is from income tax will be from the topic called income tax for individuals. Individuals, yani the sole traders, partnerships, and employees. How their tax is going to be worked out. I am going to give you 115 marks comprehensive question on this area. Khalas. Then we asked him, sir, please tell us, what about the second one? So he said, no problem. Corporation tax. The next 15 mark question is going to be from corporation tax. How a company is going to pay its tax. How a company is going to pay is tax, corporation tax. Now we ask him, sir, can you tell us from which area you are going to give us 10 marks question? So he said, Habibi, no problem. This 10 mark question from a topic called tax planning. We said, mashallah, you are a very good examiner. You are telling us the areas from where you are going to ask the section C questions. So yes, in the skill level paper, almost all the skill level paper like FR, tax, which are my papers, examiner already defined that from where, which topics he is going to examine in CRQs or long question or in section C class. We knows that. Now, what are these topics? We will discuss soon. Inshallah, we are going to start. The thing is, if we are going to ask examiner, tell us section A and section B from where? So examiner said, don't be free too much. Khalas, enough. Section A and section B from any area of syllabus. Khalas, okay. We said, okay, bhai, no problem. But as per my experience, as per the past attempts, we have some topics. We can guess that section B, 3 scenarios are going to come from that area only. But MCQs, nobody can guess. Okay, the MCQs can be from any part of syllabus. Alas, like in FD, we don't know from where the examiner is going to ask. So this is the areas which examiner is going to ask. Now I am talking about the syllabus. The main contents or syllabus areas. The first And you can say the very key area is income tax for individuals. Income tax for individuals. Here we are going to cover an individual person. An individual can be an employee. Employee is earning salary. Government is saying, Habibi, yalla yalla, give me money. You are earning now. You are making money from salary. Give me the tax. This is income tax for individual. Like an employed person, government is charging or imposing employment tax. If a person is a bakala shop and is in India or in Pakistan or is in UK or US, and he is earning profits, government will ask, Habibi, yalla yalla, give me the profit, some share of profit, which is called income tax. Sole trader, partnership, employee, or if you have money and you are keeping your money into the bank, intention is to earn interest. Haram. Wallahi haram. You want to earn interest? Interest is an income. Government of UK will going to ask you, Habibi, please give me the tax. If you are investing in shares of any company, government is going to ask you, my friend, you are earning dividend? Yalla, give me some share. So in income tax, we will learn the calculation, the topics which are calculation of tax on number of incomes. The first income, as I said, employment income. Then we can say trading income. Trading income yani sole tradership, sole trader. Then haram income, which I said interest income. Then dividend received. Then I can say one more is income is there, which is called property income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 types of incomes which we are going to learn in this topic. And some additional small theories, small areas we are going to cover up, like pension and this and that, which are small topics, but these all will cover in this one. Income tax of individual, we have a surety or guarantee by examiner that you are going to have a 15 marks question from that area. Khalas. And how many questions we are going to get in MCQs, we don't know. And this is a very key area. If I used to say, if your income tax for individual is strong enough, you are going to pass the exam. And if this area is not strong enough, halas, my friend, next attempt, you are going to fail. So this is the very important area of syllabus because it's interconnected. Once you will cover up the income tax for individual, the corporation tax, which is the second topic or the second most important area, this is interrelated. Many things which we are going to learn in individual are going to recap or repeat in corporation tax. Corporation tax is how a company is going to pay tax on the incomes. Company do have all the same incomes like individual have. Company can be a landlord who can earn property income. Company can receive dividend. Company can have interest income. Company must have a trading income, which is a profit. But employment income, company can never be an employee. Company can never be an employee. So company cannot have an employment income. So corporation tax is our second area, second part of the syllabus. The third area is called capital gains tax. For example, you are selling your non-current asset If you are selling your non-current asset, you do have gain or loss on disposal, right or wrong? Yes, Ishad. You do have gain or loss on disposal, right? If you are selling
Yes, sir.
a non-current asset, you do have a no gain or loss on disposal. So this one is called capital income. Capital incomes yani gain on disposal of non-current asset, NCA non-current asset, shares, etc. like capital incomes. The tax which is going to be charged on capital income is called capital gains tax. So all the types of capital income which are disposal of non-current asset, disposal of shares, they are capital income and government is imposing tax on them, and that tax is known as TGT. TGT yani capital gains tax. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
The fourth one, inheritance tax, IHT. IHT is inheritance tax. What is that? If a person dies, if a person dies, he will leave everything. He was going to leave everything, right or wrong, for his son or for his daughter, correct or wrong?
Yes, correct, sir.
So I say that if someone's die, he is going to leave everything. So peoples who are going to get those items, government is going to impose a tax which is called inheritance tax, yani a tax on death of a person, right or wrong?
Yes, correct, sir.
Now there are more and more details in inheritance tax. When we will start, we will discuss all inshallah. Then the next one is value added tax, VAT. We are all suffering from VAT. Oh, we are in UAE, we are in Pakistan, in India, in UK, everywhere. We are suffering from VAT as a final consumer. Whatever things we are buying, we have to pay a certain percent of journal sales tax. In Asian countries, it's called sales tax. In Middle Eastern countries or in UK or Europe side, it's called value added tax. So everything what we are buying, we have to pay a certain amount of tax to the government. That is VAT. Got my point? How the VAT is going to be imposed, we are going to learn in this topic. After VAT, we have one more topic which is called trading losses. See, if you have income, government is imposing tax on you, right or wrong? If you have tax, if you have income, government is imposing tax on you. But if you do incurred a loss, instead of having profit, if your company or if your sole trader is having a loss, what is government going to do? Is any reliefs are available? Because when we earn, government is charging tax. So what if we have a loss? Government is going to give us some relief or no? So the answer is yes. Government is going to give you relief, and that reliefs are trading losses chapter. We are going to discuss those reliefs in this chapter. For individual, we have separate chapter for trading losses. For companies, we do have another chapter, yani total 2 chapters on trading losses. Got my point? I can say the last but not least is some theoretical areas which are UK tax system and tax administration. How to pay tax, what is the due date for tax, if we are delaying the tax, what is going to happen, how much fine, how much mukhalfa, how much penalty government is going to impose on us, that all the things we are going to discuss in tax administration, separate for companies and separately for individuals. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
This is the main areas of your syllabus. Now, we all, as I discussed, 15 marks are sure from here. This, I am not saying that. Your examiner is saying that 15 marks will come from here. 15 marks are going to come from here. Tax planning, 10 marks. Tax planning is also, we will learn when we are covering up this 1 and 2. Tax planning is not a separate chapter. In your textbook, in your revision kit, you will never ever found chapter named tax planning, because tax planning is not a new thing. What is tax planning? If I do that, I have to pay tax 1,000 pounds. If I do in another way, I have to pay tax of 800 pounds. So you have to calculate the tax saving. You have to select the best way out so you can mitigate, you can minimize your taxation. That is a tax planning. And tax planning is not a separate chapter, my friend. Tax planning is part of individuals and companies income tax topic. So from 1 and 2, the content number 1, content number 2, total 40 marks are sure. Examiner said it. So you are going to get all the section C from this area. Khalas. Now, as my experience, as other teachers' experience, as the students who are giving papers and telling us that, sir, this came, we can tell you that usually, now what I am writing from blue color is not guaranteed. What I wrote with the green lime color, guaranteed by examiner. Now what I am writing with blue color, not guarantee, is the experience. Usually, section B, 10 mark question is coming from CGT. Section B, 10 mark one question is coming from IST. Section B, 10 mark one question is coming from VAT. But that is not a guarantee, huh? This is experience. That usually number 3, number 4, number 5 are examined in section B. And the other areas and other topics, there are many topics in corporation tax, there are many topics in individual. It's possibility that examiner is going to ask how to compute tax for a sole trader in 15 mark question, and he can give you MCQs on how to compute employment income and tax on employment income. It's possible. So MCQs will be from any area of the syllabus. MTQ can also be from any area of syllabus, but the blue color, this is the experience that usually the examiner is asking inheritance, VAT and capital gains tax usually in section B, but this is not a guarantee. But 1 and 2 is a guarantee by examiner that section C, 40 marks are going to be examined from income tax for individuals and corporation tax, inclusive of tax planning. That is your syllabus. Any problem?
No, sir.
There is one question. Sir, tax paper is a theoretical paper or is a numerical paper? So I used to say congratulations, like we are Asians or we are lovers of calculation. So tax is a calculation based paper. Calculation based paper, you will have lots of calculation in that paper. Plus one more thing, tax course, the syllabus, the book, which I already forwarded to you. This is the, you can say, text syllabus is the heaviest syllabus. Book is around 1100 or 1200 pages of study text of Kaplan. This is one of the largest, yani too many topics, too many topics, but highest passing rate. Yani the syllabus is bigger than any paper of skill level. Yani the syllabus is too much, but the passing ratio is the highest. It's around 50 to 60%. Every attempt, 50 to 60% of students who are appearing in the paper of tax are passing that paper. So passing the tax paper is easy, but it's too much. Why it's easy? Because it's a calculation based paper. You are not going to draft reports and this and that. So passing the text paper is easy because it's a calculation based paper. But I used to say you need to memorize. You need to memorize the rules. And your memory need to be very sharp to keep the rules in your brain, in your mind. If you forget the rules, you are not be able to calculate. So try to start doing lot of practice. Don't wait that before 15 days of paper I will start my studies. No, in that way tax can never be passed. Start from now. Daily give, yani not today just we are discussing the syllabus. As we are going to start the course, every day give half hour, then 1 hour, then 2 hours to this paper. Inshallah, this paper is going to be passed in first attempt. But if you keep it till last minute or last month or 15 days, halas, you cannot, yani impossible. Got my point? Because it's a huge syllabus. So that is a intro of taxation. Any question, any problem, you can ask me. That's it for the introduction.